Hi, I'm Bella Gilbert and I'm here with...
Jamie Petch. I fight out of PCT Gym in Switch Kick Mafia, and I have a record of 16 wins, 2 losses with 10 knockouts.
Very impressive record.
And I did remember that.
You did remember it, well done, well
Pulled
done.
out on the day.
So obviously this fight coming up on CFS25 against Tom Kirk is one of the most anticipated fights under K1 rules in the UK.
Yeah.
How are we feeling for it?
Yeah, I'm well excited. It's been a long time in the making. Obviously the first one was like 4 years ago. The first one was a banger. Obviously I got a second round knockout. Tom was undefeated up until that point and has pretty much gone undefeated since. He did have one little blemish against Zaif, which he then came back and avenged. And I haven't lost a fight since then either. Yeah. So we've both been on like a mad streak. He's knocking everyone out. I've been knocking everyone out. And yeah, it's probably going to end in a knockout. I can only imagine somebody's going to sleep. So yeah, it's going to be a banger.
Yeah. And can you talk about who you were as a fighter in the last fight versus who you are as a fighter now?
Yeah, so I was watching, just coincidentally, I watched some videos from just prior to the fight, me kind of training and stuff. I was shit, man. I looked so shit. I was watching it and I thought I was sick back then. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I would like starch myself. Like, I feel as if I fought the version of myself that beat Tom that night, I would fucking carry myself in a round or something. Like, I was like, I was well improved from where I'd been like the year or so before. So like in context for that fight, I had fought in Muay Thai Grand Prix 2 years before that there. And even at that point, I was like quite inexperienced quite early on. It was a bit of a jump up for me. And I got knocked out, slept cold by Marlon, who's a beast. He's fighting like 100 kilos now, so I'll forget about that. We're cool now. But yeah, obviously, after that fight there, I went straight into COVID and then didn't really have a chance to redeem myself or like kind of mentally get over that fight. So I was just working on what needed to be working on throughout COVID, which was boxing. Came to the Tom Kirk fight, my boxing was well improved. It was better, but still really lacking. Like, I look back and there was like a lot of mistakes I was making, very janky. Like my footwork was all over the gaff. Defense was still not very good. And I still think I was a little bit like psychologically not really there with it after that loss. It took me a few fights to really get back into having the confidence in myself, especially like with my power and stuff. Because prior to that Muay Thai Grand Prix fight, I've been like on a streak knocking people out as I have been now. I've been like on a real good streak of like finishes and whatnot. And then that happened, and then obviously I came back. I had the Tom Kirk fight, which I did finish him in, but that's because he played into me. He like came with a lot of forward pressure. I'm a counter striker. I like my counters, so I'm very quick on the counters. Lots of tricky footwork, stance switching and stuff. So if you run into me, it's likely that you're going to get caught with something. Whereas my other opponents after that were kind of playing my long game, and if you're going to stand at distance, and I can, like, coming from a karate background, I know how to win fights with points. So like I was content at that stage. Fighting a little bit more defensively, picking my shots, point fighting, because I didn't really have that confidence in myself at that stage. And then I started kind of getting back into the swing of it a little bit a few years down the line, started getting my finishes again, and after that, it's just been like, I feel after I tightened up my defense, it allowed my offense to shine through again. Yeah, I think around that Tom Kirk fight, I was still kind of working on my defensive errors and stuff. And obviously nobody's perfect. We all have defensive errors. You know what I mean? You can't go swimming without getting wet. You're always going to get hit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't even remember what we're talking about. But
so you're a completely different fighter. You think you've really got better and evolved.
Yes.
From who you were last time.
I'm completely different fighter from back then. Like my style has changed a lot. I think because like coming from a karate background, I had so many bad habits ingrained with me, and it's kind of influenced the way that I fight now. So it's very much a case of trial and error, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work. And yeah, kind of like all been boiling up until this point now where I've tightened up all these little holes that I had before. My boxing is a billion times better. My defense is a lot better, and the kicks have always been there because of obviously the karate background. So. And
how do you think Tom has evolved as a fighter since then as well?
Yeah. I mean, Tom, for me, Tom is very good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. So he's got very good forward pressure. Very good boxing, very kind of traditional Dutch kickboxing style. But I feel like he's always had that. So I feel like he's just got better at what he does. To me, I mean, I might be wrong. I don't think there's any new wrinkles to his game. From what I can see, it looks like he's just a better version of where he was. And obviously he's improved. It's 4 years, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we've both improved. We're both levels above where we were, so, you know.
It's definitely going to be an exciting matchup. Obviously, Tom is currently ranked #1 in the UK and holds the CFS world title. Yeah. How important does that make this fight now?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. That's everything for me in this fight. In reality, so I'm ranked #3 at the minute. It's nice, but it ain't #1. You know what I mean? To have #1 on your accolade and say that you're UK #1 or you were UK #1 at any point, that's a big thing to have. Nobody wants to come third place. You know what I mean? So yeah, it means a lot to me. More than the title, more than anything is getting that #1 spot. Okay. Yeah, I want that.
Fair enough. And how has your fight camp been? Obviously, you've been sort of training a couple different places, working some things out. I've seen you at Rival Boxing as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about going to different places really makes you a better fighter overall.
Yeah, so for the last 4 or 5 years or so, obviously I was, my gym that I fight out of is technically in Bristol. Yes. So I was living in Bristol for however many years, moved back to London, and because I'm still representing the gym in Bristol, but obviously I can't go down there to train, it's a case of me having to go around and find some spots. So Bloodline, I train here a lot. This is one of my main places in London, and I get loads of good training, good looks. But I like to take styles and take information from all different sources. You know what I mean? So for example, I'll go to a fight show and I'll see a gym that all their fighters are doing one specific thing that I want to know how to do, and I'll go down and train with them and try and pick that up and just try take bits from everywhere because I'm not tied down to one specific location. I was training out in Holland for for 10 days. I was training in Sitgetong with Reagan Erzl and a load of other real high level guys out there, and they have such an interesting way of striking. It was like some of the stuff. The first time I was sparring down there, I was getting hit with shots. And caught with bits and bobs that I'd never really seen before, and it was just their timing and the way they put their combinations together was really, really unique. So I learned a lot down there, and obviously got some really, really good sparring rounds against some high level guys.
I can imagine.
Then I went over to Cyprus. I was training out in Cyprus for a little bit. That was more of a holiday that just happened to fall in my fight camp period. But it was brilliant. Once again, getting new looks in sparring. You're not going to learn anything if you're sparring the same guys over and over. You know what I mean? You need to be in that environment where you're having to work people out for the first time. And me going to a new gym, and obviously when they see you're higher level, they're going to put you through it a little bit. So I was just in the ring and they were just sending guy after guy after guy. And then when they see that I was pretty good, then the coaches start getting their shin pads on, they start sending in boxers and all sorts. And they're just all fresh coming in, and you're there just constantly dialed in, trying to work out each individual person, trying to get everyone's time in all different shapes and sizes. So yeah, that kind of stuff for me is invaluable, definitely.
It really helps,
100%, yeah.
And looking to the future, do you have any plans for after this matchup? Is there anyone that you want to fight again or fight someone new?
So I've got some stuff booked for the end of the year. One of them just did fall through, so...
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
There's still time though.
Exactly, there's plenty to come, but to be honest, I'm not really looking past this fight. I've got stuff at the end of the year, but I ain't thinking about that at all. I'm just fully focused on this one here. This is my main focus. Tom's super dangerous. There's obviously a reason he's not knocking everybody out, so I want to go find out what that is. You know what I mean? I want to go all in, put everything I can into this fight, and then after we deal with Tom, then we can think about what's coming towards the end of the year.
So you're fully focused on this one?
100%. I've had so many times where I've tried booking fights after matches, and then I'll go break my fucking hand or do something stupid, and then it just puts your plans out, and then that throws me off mentally as well, because when you fixate on a date and then that date suddenly disappears, it feels like there's a bereavement or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not really looking past this fight. I'm just fully focused on this here, the task at hand.
Like you said, it's definitely going to be exciting. You guys are both knockout artists, 100%. So I'm very excited to see how it's going to go.
You give us 15 minutes in that ring and somebody's going to sleep. One of us is 100% going to be going to bed that night.
I think it's going to be really good. I
thought you were going to say, I think it's going to be you. Insane,
No, I'm not sure. I actually can't call this one. I think it's so well matched at the moment.
No, 100%.
We'll see in the ring what happens.
Stars, exactly, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, and everyone can come down to Seven Oaks on July 5th to find out for the main event what's going to happen, and also the stacked card before it.
Yes, let's go.